Hey guys, what's going on? It's Vic here, back with another Madden 23 rebuild. In today's episode, we're doing an off-season rebuild of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Before we start this video, I'm being serious when I say this. I am genuinely trying to become one of the best Madden franchise YouTubers, and I know you guys might laugh at that, but I'm genuinely trying to work towards that goal this year. I'm going to try to upload every single day. I'm being serious about this. If you guys could all help me out, just even leave a nice comment. It doesn't even have to be nice. Algorithm helps either way. Like the video. Doesn't matter to me. I'm telling you guys, I really want to be one of the best Madden franchise YouTubers. Madden Mutt YouTubers are in a complete different league, especially like MMG, Wheels, stuff like that. I think Wheels also does franchise stuff. But anyways, my point is trying to become one of the best. Thank you guys for your support who have been here since day one. I've been doing this since Madden 20. But anyways, enough of that wishy-washy stuff. You guys are here for the video. Trevor Lawrence, first things first. Disrespectful that this dude's an 85 overall. I think he should be at least an 88 overall, if not a 90. He's crazy good. Travis Etienne, I'm not going to lie, I was not a big believer of him going into the season, but he proved me wrong. He's been doing pretty good. Same thing with Christian Kirk. He could arguably have superstar dev. He had a great year this year. Zay Jones, I still think he's a little bit overpaid, but he did have a decent year with the Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, now they get a chance with Trevor Lawrence. I think paying a second-round pick for a guy who hasn't played in a year is a bit steep, but still, you also have Marvin Jones, who really didn't do amazing, but hey, you got him on a good deal. Evan Ingram, some debates about him coming back or not. I think he had a great season. I don't know why you wouldn't re-sign him. People are saying cap space reasons, but yeah, Evan Ingram, I think they would resign. He has superstar development for a reason in Madden. I think he is a great tight end this year. He proved a lot of people wrong with his hands. I mean, he still has some drops here and there, but he's still a great tight end, especially for this season. Offensive line, it needs to be improved. I don't care if Cam Robinson got re-signed. It just needs to be improved. I'm going to start Ben Barch here just because he has star development help us for the team in long term. And defensively looking into it, Devin Lloyd here should not have superstar dev, but in simulation, they gave it to him. I think I am just going to take this off him because he did have a good season at the beginning of the year, but then they started to bench him a little bit. So I don't think he should have the superstar dev. The CPU just gave it to him whenever I simulated to this point in the season. He did not come with that, so I am going to take that off to make it fair. Same thing with our defensive tackle here. I have no idea why these guys are just getting these. I probably should have checked these before I started this video, but it's fine. Do not worry about it. But on the defense now, we got Tyson Campbell, who's done great this year. Nobody talks about this guy. Go look up this guy's stats. He is arguably, some people will argue he's a top 15 DB in the league, and I don't think that's crazy. He has done amazing this season. And then, is this Darius Williams? Yes, Darius Williams, Shaquille Griffin, not Shaquem. Is it Shaquem? I don't know. Shaquille Griffin. Yes, I was right, out of UCF. And then on the edge rushers, Trayvon Walker. A lot of people are not going to like what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say something negative. He's a great athlete. He's a great player. He was easily supposed to be a top 10, if not a top 5 pick in the draft. I think just picking him over Aiden Hutchinson just rattles my brain. That's just what I'm going to say about him. I think Aiden Hutchinson was the better player, and people will constantly say, oh, well, he has the higher ceiling. He has the higher potential. It's like, dude, you're the number one pick. There shouldn't be a need for higher quote-unquote potential. You're the number one pick. You should be the best player in the draft, no question. There should be no question about your quote-unquote higher potential or higher ceiling. You should be the best player, and you should be ready to go because you are the number one player. Don't get me wrong. He had a great season, especially for a rookie. He did great against the Chargers. He did great in very, very needed situations, especially against the Titans game in the final game of the season, that win-in game. He did a great job in that game especially as well. It's just, I think Aiden Hutchinson is the better player, but I guess time will tell. I could be wrong. I'm not hating on Trayvon Walker. He's a tremendous player. It's just, if you want to say Trayvon Walker should be number one, then I guess that's fine, but I personally think Aiden Hutchinson is a little bit better in my opinion. Josh Allen, I have no idea why the Raiders decided to choose Clelin Ferrell over him. Everybody knew Josh Allen, the defensive end, not the quarterback obviously, was better than Clelin Ferrell. And then this guy was the guy getting more reps over Devin Lloyd. Chad Muma, I believe is how you pronounce it. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm so sorry, or Mama. And then Rashawn Jenkins, or yeah, Rayshawn Jenkins, not Rashawn. But anyways, guys, it's now time to get into this offseason rebuild. Completely disregard the division rankings. I will adjust my draft pick whenever I get into the draft. Do not blow up in the comments to me about the Jaguars record and all that. EA screwed it up. I'm not going to, I can't restart on it. Defensive tackle Corey Peters retires. Matt Ryan apparently retires with the Colts. I can kind of see that happening, but players ready to negotiate. Let's see who we have for this team. Offensively, Josh Allen wants to come back. In real life, I feel like he's going to be getting $30 million a year, but he has high interest in playing. I'll just drop him this deal, and he resigns. Evan Ingram has a high interest in returning. Ugh. See, 4 years is not something I want. I'd be cool with 2 years and then boosting the salary quite a bit. And then he resigns. Okay, I'm cool with that. And then Jawan Taylor, I feel like they would resign in real life, but that's the problem. He doesn't want to come back. I would be fine with honestly keeping him for the rest of the rebuild. If he will do this, I'll accept it. No, we don't have the cap room. Never mind. Can I offer him a base? I just can't even offer him that. We just don't have money. Marvin Jones can walk. Adrian Key can walk. Yeah, every one of these guys can just walk. We just don't have the money, unfortunately, which kind of surprises me. I wonder who's consuming all of it. But anyways, it's now time to actually skip to the draft because we only have $6 million to spend, which isn't nearly enough for free agency. So let's move into it. And with my first round pick, I think the Jaguars are going to be taking Bordrick Jones out of Georgia. Offensive tackle, he's 6'5", 315 pounds, hidden development, 91 strength. You need someone to protect, whatchamacallit, how did I blank on this? Trevor Lawrence. How did I blank on a generational quarterback? You need someone to protect Trevor Lawrence, and I'm actually going to move him to, should I move him to left tackle? I don't know. Yeah, I'll move him to right tackle, actually. And in the third round, I'm picking up a wide receiver out of Wake Forest, 6'5", 212 pounds, 90 speed, hidden development, A.T. Perry. A.T. is an interesting first name, but hey, good third round pickup. Now this is the team after the draft. I now have a right tackle who's pretty good, 77 overall with the boost actually. And I do have the receiver who's a 75 overall with the boost. And where is... Yeah, I guess Marvin Jones, I just didn't re-sign him. Zay Jones, I kind of want to cut, if I'm being real. Dang, he cost so much money. I didn't think it would be this much dead cap. Yeah, I'm not paying Zay Jones $10 million a year for the next 3 years. I mean, maybe I'll just pay him for this next year, I guess, but I don't want to keep doing that. Calvin Ridley, I'm going to have to pay eventually, too. It's kind of crazy, but... We're going to keep Perry at the third string position to get him some reps. Defensively, looking into it, this is what we got. I picked up this guy, Wooden, in the second round out of Auburn. He seems pretty decent. Cisco, Jenkins. Team looks all right. I like this, what we got. I might move in. No, I'm not going to move into a 4-3. I like how many linebackers that we got. And yeah, everything else other than that, guys, it looks pretty good to me. Christian Kirk as receiver 1 and in the slot is quite interesting. I want Devin Lloyd to hog all the reps. And apart from that, guys, the team looks pretty good. And it's now time to move into the midseason mark. And here we are at the midseason mark as we're a 4-2 second in the division behind the 6-1 Colts. I'm assuming the Colts got C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young. That's crazy that they're 6-1. But players ready to negotiate. Let's see what we got here. Calvin Ridley, we just traded a second-round pick for him. Why would we not keep him around? Really don't like this contract, but I guess I have to give it to him. And he resigns. Okay, I'm fine with that as long as I didn't have to pay him more. Shaquille Griffin, I'm fine with this. Only $7 million for 1 year. I'm cool with that. Devon Hamilton. I'll do a 3-year deal. I'll drop him this. And he resigns. Jamal Agnew is a great returner, but I just don't have any use for him in Madden. Kayvon Chason, total bust of a first-round pick. Ben Barch, I do want back. He's a 71, but it's not like I'm going to find anyone else in the draft. I really don't have that much cap room. And yeah, there's nobody else here that I just have interest in. Maybe Ben Barch at the end of the season, but I can't negotiate with him right now. Scouting national focus. What are we going to have here? What do I particularly want? Maybe I need safety. I definitely need some safety, and I will do that. So apart from that, guys, it's now time to move in to the playoffs. And here we are in the playoffs going 13-4, top of the division with a first round bye. Who would have ever thought the Jaguars going 9-8, slithering into the playoffs this year to going 13-4, top of the division, first round bye, coming off a win to the Cleveland Browns. I need to know who the Colts quarterback is. Going 12-5 is absolutely ridiculous for the Colts. Let's see who they got, and they got Jacoby Brissett. Okay, Jaron Hall and Mitch Trubisky. All right then. I don't think Jacoby Brissett did all that whenever he was actually on the Colts, but sure, 12-5 Jacoby Brissett. Guess we'll go with that. T-Law, great year, 7th best offense in the NFL, 5th best defense. 4,900 yards, so shy, just a little bit shy, 11 yards shy of 5,000 yards, 31 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. Travis Etienne, 18 touchdowns, 3.9 per carry, 1,100 yards. I want that to be more like 4.2 per carry, but still. Christian Kirk, almost 100 receptions, 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns. That's a great year. Evan Ingram, 101 and 1,100 yards is a great year. Calvin Ridley, almost 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. Still not worth a second-round pick, in my opinion, but still. Foyesade Oluokun, 115 tackles for a loss, 17 for Josh Allen. Sacks is going to be, or not. Let's just look at Shaquille Griffin. Let's not do that. Sacks is going to be 11.5 for Josh Allen, 8 for Trayvon Walker. Interceptions is 3 for Darius Williams. Safeties, 2 for, I'm not going to pronounce that, and 2 for Devon Hamilton. Defensive touchdowns is 0. So, anyways, guys, apart from that, it is now time to see who we're to be playing in the divisional round to see if Trevor Lawrence can get a second playoff win in his career against Jacoby Brissett and the 12-5 Indianapolis Colts, our division rivals, and we beat them 41-35 here to face Joe Burrow in the conference championship. I would have loved to see this in real life this year, but let's see if we can beat him to move on to the Super Bowl. Here we are in Jacksonville to face the Cincinnati Bengals. 7-0 lead for us, 3-7 as we are in the second quarter. Only 6-minute quarters, really doesn't matter that much. 3-10 currently in the third quarter, 6-10, low scoring game, 6-17. Just hold it. Just run the ball for the rest of the game. 6-20, 13-20. Just run the ball. Run the ball. Why didn't you run the ball? Come on, there we go. 13-20, and we're already off to the Super Bowl as this is going to be a successful rebuild. Here we are in the Super Bowl here to face the 10-7 San Francisco 49ers, which could have actually happened this year. But let's see if we got any development upgrades. Offensively, T-Law did not get X Factor, unfortunately, but Christian Kirk did get Superstar Dev. Perry only has Star Dev. Broderick Jones, or Bordrick Jones is how I pronounce it. Jones. Jones is his name. That's what I'm going to call him. Only has Star Dev. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce names ever. I don't care if they're upcoming prospect. Josh Allen has Superstar Development, and nobody else here gets any other development. So apart from that, guys, let's see if we can beat the San Francisco 49ers to cap off the second year of the Super Bowl win. Here we are against the San Francisco 49ers in the Las Vegas Raiders Stadium. 3-0 start for them, 3-7 now in the second quarter. 3-14, good stuff, 2-score lead. Come on, only 1-score lead now, but it's fine. Come on, guys. Nope, it's tied up. Come on, Jaguars. Offense, wake up. Defense is holding up for you. Offense, let's wake up. 14-17. Let's go. We hold on. Super low scoring Super Bowl, and this is already a successful rebuild as we have won the Super Bowl 14-17 against Trey Lance. And your Super Bowl MVP is Trevor Lawrence. League MVP is Patrick Mahomes. Doug Peterson wins Coach of the Year. There are no other awards here for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jared Verters out of Florida State, the defensive end, won Defensive Rookie of the Year, which is interesting. And in the AFC South, nobody retires, but it doesn't matter because, we're Super Bowl champions. We don't got to pay our right tackle for quite a long time. Jamal Agnew, don't want to resign you. Caleb on Chase on the total bust. Ben Barch, you just won the Super Bowl and you're just like, nah, I don't want to play here. Let's give you a little bit more money. And yeah, I'll do that. Stupid cheap deal, actually. I'm cool with that. And you guys are saying, oh, well, he's only a 75 overall star dev. I'm sure we would find a 75 overall star dev guard in the draft. Only have $12 million to spend. I'm not going to waste it on anyone in free agency. We're already a Super Bowl winning team. So let's move to the draft. In the draft, at the final pick in the first round, Isaiah Joseph. I was very, very hesitant to take this guy because, first of all, he's a strong safety. And he's 5'10", he's 213, built like a bowling ball. 89 speed, but he does have hidden dev, so that's what matters. And this is the team going into the next season. I got this guy Atkinson in the third round, and I got this guy I got this guy in like the fourth round. He doesn't seem that good. But Zay Jones, you got a Super Bowl ring, dude. I don't want you on my team anymore. Yeah, I'll take this. I'll free up $7 million in cap space. I don't want you on my team. Rather have Perry as the third string. Maybe should use more depth at receiver, but I'm not going to pay someone that much. And looking at it defensively, Joseph is a 75 overall. That's a good sign. Cisco is young, so I'm really fine with him there. Maybe I need more depth at DB because Shaquille Griffin and Darius Williams are both regressing, but D-line honestly isn't even horrible. I guess I can improve maybe the interior defensive line a little bit better, but our edge rushers are great. The defense is young, and apart from that, guys, it's now time to move into the midseason mark. Huh? 0-7. What happened? Our defense just said no. They stopped playing. Who left on our defense that was that important? We improved our defense. So we benched Rayshawn Jenkins for our new rookie, and our defense is like, no, the defense can't come together as a team without Rayshawn Jenkins as the starter. What? Jamal Williams isn't even the starter on his team. Well, I guess he is now, but he's still performing. What is happening? I am so confused. We better make a second half comeback and slip into the playoffs. What do I even need for this? I guess we could improve our defensive ends here. So I will do that because as long as I don't got to pay them, that's the big thing. Because we have no cap space and we're somehow 0-7. Man, T-Law we got to pay. And, oh, this is going to be a big contract. But he at least wants to stay with the 0-7 team. Travis Etienne, I'm going to try to lock him up now before he tries to reconsider at the end of the season when we go 0-17 for some reason. Tyson Campbell, yeah, I do want you back, of course. He's not considering at the moment. Can't really prevent that. And 2 years, let's actually give him a little bit more money. Let's give him a 3-year deal. And here he signs Brandon Scherf. Evan Ingram. I didn't think he would actually stay this overall for this long, so I'll sign him a 4-year deal because I'm not even going to be finishing the rebuild for this long because this is the 3rd year. Foeseta Luakan, sure, I'll take you for the rest of the rebuild. Why not? Yeah, and I know I said we have no money and I'm just tossing it around like a school jewel, but it doesn't matter. Shaquille Griffin is re-signed. Andre Sisco, I don't have anyone better. Why not? And you're stupid cheap. We're going to keep you. Cam Robinson, I would say I don't have anyone better, but how much do you want? Nah, I'm not paying you $11 million a year. You can walk. Darius Williams can walk. This guy's aging. He can walk. Rayshawn Jenkins, dude, I benched you and the team collapsed. You're going to have to walk, dude. And yeah, I only want Tyson Campbell back. I will try to get some DBs in free agency and a left tackle in free agency. But other than that, I have no idea how we're 0-7. Let's get to the playoffs. What? What? 9-8. Slip into the playoffs. You guys are like, oh, you're cheating. You're cheating. This isn't real. This isn't real. Let's see. Let's see how unreal it is. No forced wins. L. Just L across the board. No forced win. The bye week always says home. None. This is the craziest simulation I've ever seen. And then we went win. We lost to 3 by the Raiders. Win. Bye week. Win. Bro, I've never seen that ever before. What? That's honestly crazy. Let's make another Super Bowl run after that. T-Law balled out. Come on. Is he MVP? No. Will Levis on the Falcons is MVP. Tyler Huntley with the Vikings? Trey Lance, Niners. Justin Herbert on the Giants. And Trevor Lawrence 10th for MVP is kind of crazy. Oh, 14 interceptions. That's why. Just shy. 7 yards shy, 4,800 yards. He can never seem to get the round number. 37 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. Travis Etienne, 10 touchdowns. Better average this time. A little bit less yards, though. Evan Ingram, 105 receptions, 1,200 yards, 12 touchdowns. I'm glad I gave him a re-sign. Christian Kirk, 8 touchdowns, over 1,000 yards. A.T. Perry, first 1,000-yard season for him. 10 touchdowns. Calvin Ridley, 6 touchdowns, 1,000 yards. And, yeah, Jaheim Bell. Isn't he like a 64 overall? He got a touchdown. Foeseta Luakan, 133 tackles for a loss, 10 for Devon Hamilton, sacks 8.5 for Trayvon Walker, only 8 for Josh Allen, seems kind of crazy. 5 for Tyson Campbell, safeties on the team, 0 defensive touchdowns is 0. So actually, hold up. I know you're like, oh, just get to the playoffs. I don't care. Our offense somehow came back from 21st to 10th, and our defense was the worst in the league, and now it's 9th. What? I guess this was like the comeback how the Lions were in real life, except the Lions were 1-6. Can we beat the 12-5 Chiefs? Does the Cinderella run continue? It does. 31-21. Are we going to beat the 13-4 Tennessee Titans, who are the divisional rivals? And we do. Here to face the 10-7 Indianapolis Colts. I swear to God, if Jacoby Brissett is still their QB, I'm going to be upset, dude. I'm going to be quite upset. Oh, my God. He's a 75 overall, and he's pulling off these numbers. I'm going to simulate this as well, just because I've already won the Super Bowl. There's no point to hopping into it, and we lose. 21-14, Cinderella run ends But let's move in to the offseason. Jacoby Brissett humiliates the Saints in the Super Bowl, or I guess it's Jonathan Taylor who's carrying them as he wins the Super Bowl MVP. Will Levis wins the league MVP along with Arthur Smith, and there are no other Jaguars here for the awards. There was no Jaguars for the awards in the first place. Let's see the team and see if we got any upgrades. Offensively, T-Law was top 10 for MVP, but I guess he doesn't get X Factor. Christian Kirk, I guess he's not going to get X Factor. Evan Ingram getting X Factor. He had 2 back-to-back great years. Kind of makes sense. Defensively, looks like Tyson Campbell gets superstar dev, and I love that we re-signed Andre Sisco because he now has star dev. And Isaiah Joseph, our rookie, is a 78 overall star development player. So dang, team is looking pretty good. I like what we got. Let's see what we got here for the re-signed players. In the AFC South, Taylor Lewan retires. Not really that big of a deal for us. He was pretty old anyways. He was probably a backup. Players ready to negotiate. Tyson Campbell wants to come back this time. What was the neutral offer? I'll give him that, 5 years. And what? Free agency will test you out better. No, I'll snag you in free agency. Just you wait. I'll snag you in free agency. I guess I should have just gave him a little bit more money. Doesn't matter. I'm going to go get him in free agency and go get a couple more players. And we are now making a veteran Super Bowl run team with Aaron Donald, Tyson Campbell, who's young, Cam Jordan, Jonathan Jones, and Cam Robinson, who I got back because there's no better left tackles. So anyways, it's now time to move into the draft. And in the first round, I'm picking up wide receiver Joe Weaver out of Georgia, physical, 6'5", 222. We got some big guys on this team. Pause, you know what I mean there. 91 speed, he's going to be great for the team. And now in the second round, I'm picking up a hidden development defensive tackle, Brandon Barrow out of Texas, 6'1", 303. 6'1" is kind of short for a defensive tackle, but I guess he's average size, guys. He's going to be a rotational defensive tackle. And here we are with the fourth and final overlook of the team. Unfortunately, Trevor Lawrence, your offensive line really hasn't changed much after the first offseason rebuild. I mean, Broderick Jones has, I'm not going to try to keep pronouncing his first name, Jones has progressed since the first season, obviously, but Cam Robinson is still here, unfortunately. Weaver's a 74 with the boost. That's nice, 73 without it. So he's got depth at receiver with X Factor. Evan Ingram. Barrow is a 73 overall. Great defensive line. Defense going crazy. Devin Lloyd only getting up to an 82 overall without the boost. It's kind of unfortunate. Same thing with Trayvon Walker only getting up to an 86. But that's fine. Anyways, let's see how we do and just simulate to the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs going 13-4, top the division, but not making the first round bye. I'm assuming it's the Chiefs? No, the Ravens. Love to see that in real life from my Baltimore Ravens, but hopefully it comes sooner than 2025. But, 2025 isn't that far away. Damn, we're already in 2023. Trevor Lawrence did a great, I was about to say did a great year. 12th best offense, first best defense, and 4,700 yards, 38 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Travis Etienne, 11 touchdowns, 4.2 per carry. Never really seen... Am I tripping, or did he never get over 1,200 yards the entire rebuild? Like, this was his, exact stat almost the entire time. Christian Kirk, 93 receptions, 1,300 yards, 12 touchdowns, great year. Evan Ingram continues to have great years. Calvin Ridley, yeah, he did solid throughout this rebuild. Not worth a second-round pick. I'm going to always mention that. Foyesade Oluokun, 131 tackles for a loss, 14 for Aaron Donald sacks, 18 for Aaron Donald, 16 for Josh Allen, 9 for Cam Jordan. Trayvon Walker, step up, dude. I know it's hard to step up with them on the team, but come on. Haven't even got double-digit sacks throughout the rebuild, I think. Don't quote me on that. Jonathan Jones, 3 interceptions, safeties, 0 defensive touchdowns is 0. So let's see if we can beat the Pittsburgh Steelers to move on to the divisional round, maybe go back to another conference championship or the Super Bowl and wiping them out 31-3. Let's see if we can beat the 10-7 Chargers in the divisional round, make this 27-0 comeback. We do not. 45-34 is going to be your final score, unfortunately, guys. That's going to be the end of the rebuild, but it was a successful rebuild because we did win the Super Bowl in the second year. We got close to it in the third year as well. But, can't always have a, four-year win streak, even though we didn't even win the first year. But anyways, guys, apart from that, I thank you guys all for watching. Your Super Bowl MVP was Will Levis with the Falcons. Joe Burr is your Super Bowl MVP. We won Coach of the Year. That's great. And I'll give you guys your final look of this team before I close out this video. And I'm pretty sure we did 4 years. So, yeah, team looks great. Looks the same on offense and defensively. We look the exact same. So apart from that, guys, once again, I thank you all for watching. And I'll see you guys all in the next one.